Welcome to 3D 365. I'm Rich, and today we're going to use 3D printing to make some magical wall art with IKEA frames. Disney SVG files and extruded them into some carbon fiber PLA from 3D Solutech. Taking apart the IKEA frame, it's 50 centimeters by 50 centimeters, and we're making sure not just, of course, to save the back, but we're going to want to save the matting inside as well. That'll come in handy. We're going to take out the retainer there to hold everything in place and take it apart. You'll see my struggles with putting it back together later on. I tried to keep the pins as straight as possible that are in there, but doing it a second time, I would definitely use a staple gun. We laid down a light tack coat of spray paint. We used a Spa Blue for Donald Duck, Strawberry Fields for Mickey Mouse, and Spring Green for Goofy, giving everything a total of 3 coats. Wanted to get a nice high gloss shine on these. It didn't need to be super durable, so we didn't sand it that much beforehand and continued on. The third and final coat here, just make sure everything is covered, and adding that extra layer on there gives it a little bit of depth. The blue is the hardest of the colors to get even, as it is the lightest. The darker colors went on a little bit easier. And Florida, even in the middle of winter, is still warm, and it does dry fast. Doing this again, I would definitely once again leave that retainer in place and not separate it out. We laid down the spring green tack coat on the back, which was a fiberboard, so it just wanted to soak up all of that paint. So it's important to lay down an even first coat, giving it enough to grab onto as well. So maybe a little bit heavier than a tack coat, but definitely lighter than a full coat. Did 3 more coats of this as well. Here you see my struggles. My thought was to align those pins back up and put them back in place after everything had been painted, but some of those pins became a little bit crooked. The fiber swelled just a little bit, and nothing kind of went back in place just so. So using a little bit of super glue and some masking tape as a clamp, we were able to get these squared back up. It's sitting in the picture frame, so not worried about durability as much as looks here. You will notice some gaps, which we were able to fill with the super glue, and go back one more time with a light coat of spray paint around, just to cover up any imperfections once everything had been handled and put together. I'm going to hot glue everything to the back of it. I kept these about 4.5 inches low point of the characters to the bottom, and super glued them, eyeballed them to center, each one individually. I only hot glued my hand once, it was a win. see Blue the dog, who is supervising the project here, helping out occasionally. with the reassembly process. Now we used that matting on the back just to give it a little extra pressure on the back to hold it in place a little bit more firm. You'll see my other helper come into frame and hand me parts occasionally. He is fantastic at handing parts. This was a fun way of adding a lot of color onto an otherwise bare wall and using 3D printing to do it. In fact, that carbon fiber PLA from 3D Solutech turned out so nice that we did not even paint those characters. Thank you for watching, liking, commenting, and subscribing. We'll see you next time.